Okay, guys. I'm not sure what happened, but I don't know. It wasn't. Yes, it wasn't my internet connection, but the phone just went black. The screen was black, and I couldn't see you. So yes, I'm going to do this fast. Choosing it. I don't think that is the power, but I don't know. I think that my phone is acting crazy. And there was something about when I restarted it, there was like an application that was like, there was like a setup or something that was finishing that loading. And I don't know about what. It's weird. It's weird. But yeah, my phone also, I think that is about to die. He wants a new beginning for 2025. Let's see how it goes. And maybe I will get a new one. But for today, yeah, I was just starting for Jean, but to summarize what I was saying, that for an idol, for a celebrity, for someone that has so much exposure, to have a message like this, that for me, I feel it like this, that is the message of the oracle is like it's safe for you to love. I think that is like it's a huge important message for me. Is like, I wish I could I could deliver this to Jean. But because he got very strong cards, we start with the death card, so definitely his whole relationships, some have ended, or maybe when it comes to romance, that we're focusing on romance, maybe he ended a relationship. And this has been tough. It doesn't have to be recent, but with the death card, it's like this really ended. Like, and I think that for him, it meant not only the ending of this connection, but also the ending of maybe a part of himself or the way he was living life. Maybe he knew this person for a very long time, and they had a sort of like routine together, or they had, when you are in a relationship, you have couple things. You can have a language as a couple. There's a lot of routine. There's a lot of effort in a relationship. So to face an end, is like it's challenging. I don't see him suffer, but maybe 2025 is about him going back to date, or maybe thinking about romance in his life. I think that is going to be challenging, because there's a part of him that he's not sure if he wants to go back to date. He wants to expose himself. Um, I think that he's working on this. He's working on rebuilding his life. And maybe he doesn't feel that grounded, that secure in himself, about like to start something right now. I think that he has good options, with the Two of Swords. I think that there could be someone that he's interested in, or that he knows that is mutual. But there's still a lot of hesitation. Still a lot of hesitation. All that. There's a lot of indecision. It's like, I don't know. Him seeing the pros and the other aspect of the positive and the negative of him, considering this person. For him, it's not easy to choose. And I think that it all has to do with him really, like the message says, he needs to feel safe. In order for him to love again, he needs to feel safe with this person. He needs to feel like he can trust this person. He needs this person to show certain attributes, or to have a certain way of acting and conducting themselves. They have to be very good people, but also very mature, like very knowledgeable, um, very successful, very stable. There's something about him also being like, this is not about prestige, this is not about status or money. I think that for him it's like, being in a relationship with me or being associated with me, there's a lot of commitment. There's a lot of things that you have to adapt about your life to be with him, or maybe it's to be with any BTS member. Maybe there has to be a certain order and certain agreements, that it also comes from his part, from his part of being like, okay, do I really like this person? this much to drag this person to the craziness of my life, or the how my life is so unexpected, and how I have to take care of myself and my image, and what I can do and what I cannot do. So it's a whole agreement. It feels much more like a lot of paperwork as well. um, but I think that he has to feel um, like, when you meet someone that you're like, yeah, it's with this person. This person makes me feel safe. This person makes me feel like it's okay for me to show myself the way I am, and I can trust them. So I think that the message at the end is super positive for him, and definitely it's like, we know that you are going through a period where he probably doesn't want to be in a relationship yet. He's like still healing. With the death card, it's like a huge transformation. This wasn't easy. This isn't easy to go through this major change in his life. Um, so he's rebuilding this. He's like, seeing a few options. He's like trying to show himself. To maybe go out more or meet different people. He's still observing. It's not easy, but the card that it says it is safe for you to love is like indicating that, maybe the person that he kind of likes, or someone that he was like, oh, this person is nice, is a good person. That he has, maybe the person that he likes, or that he's going to meet and like in this year, is going to be a good person, and it's going to be safe for him to, express his feelings with them. Yes, me too. Because the message is so hopeful. I like it. I like it, especially because I seen the death card, so I was like, if it's tough for him to start all over. It's tough. Maybe it felt like he was very used to that person. He was very used to the dynamic. How they were doing things, and when these relationships end, it's really hard to, it's like you have to push yourself to go back there, but it depends on the person. And I think that for him, it's like, yeah, I can joke about certain things, but inside, probably he's a very structured person. It's not about him being distrustful. It's more about him probably having his ways, or his things, his routine, or his way of, getting to know people. He has his ways. He's not that accessible. Thank you guys for for answering the chat. I forgot to put the restrictions. Next time I'm going to put them, so you guys don't have to. Okay, I'm going to continue with IU 2025. Love life, romance for her. This man appears, the boyfriend. Is it boyfriend or fiance? The actor, his her partner. Um, For IU, we start with the King of Cups. I see this and I see him. Because I don't know why I think that in other readings I also see him like this King of Cups. We have the Emperor. We have the Moon card. The Moon card also, in IU's readings, the Moon card, it also appears. It's very interesting. And, the Oracle couldn't be more clear than this. It says, give your relationship a chance. So the cards are calling IU out, because I think that she's the one in control. Like, she's the one that makes the decisions, or either she breaks the connection or she stays, but it's her decision at the end. And it says work on your association, work on your association. So yeah, I mean, it's very interesting. Yeah, it's very interesting. Why do I feel like she doesn't fully trust him? There's and I don't think that it's just him. I think that he represents her. Like usually when we choose a certain partner, that partner is a sort of reflection of how we are feeling in that period of our lives. It is what we attract. So they sometimes mirror ourselves, and how we are feeling about the connection. And even though I see him very sensitive. I see him just being like, yeah, whatever you want, we will have it, whatever you want it. Him being very open, very loving. But her, I see her very guarded, like the emperor, like I said, I remember I said, when I read for them a few years ago, I think it was last year, and I said, like, I get that the vibe that she's a bit bossy in the connection, that she's like the one that makes the decisions. She probably tells him what to do, what not to do about the connection, not about his career. Probably because he's so sensitive that he sort of needs someone like this. This is why I'm like, relationships are 50-50. I don't think that IU is like this because she's bored and she just wants to boss him around. No, not at all. But I think that she definitely represents a lot of stability, a lot of authority, I would say. Even she's like this, like the emperor. She's like the emperor in a lot of people's lives. She's like the commander. She's in this very masculine energy, even. Where she has to call the shots because life has been like this, and she is someone that she probably under control. She works very, very well. Like, probably even when she's under a lot of stress, she works very well. She's like this strong force of resilience, and she is a warrior. So I think that also when you are in a relationship with someone like Ayu, you definitely have to give room to this emperor, because she is going to come into the relationship with this high force, and with this strong voice of like, okay, this is how we're going to do things. Um, but then, also the moon card. I mean, she's so confident in herself in so many things. But at the same time, the moon card is like reminding us that inside she still is confused about a lot of things, that she can have control over material things, the material side of life, the practical side of life, when it comes to actions, doings, movement, advances, but when it comes to emotions, she is a bit lost. Inside, she is still a lost little girl, that she's looking for happiness inside her, but I think that she's not sure if she's happy or not. It's very confusing. I think that even her own emotions, or change in the emotions, her probably being literally like the moon, like we all women are very changeable in our emotions. When we are in our periods, when there's a full moon, when there's a new moon, we change. We are like water. We change. We are very moody. We become unpredictable. And I think that 2025 is still going to be a year of a lot of winnings. but also a year where maybe she has to accept that she has certain fears. I don't know if she has a fear of commitment or she has a fear of losing something. I don't think that it's losing him because he's so present and he's so open emotionally. So I don't see him just being like, oh yeah, I will not be there for you, like, I'm absent. No, he's like, whatever you need from me, I'm going to give it to you. Like I am, he's very mature, he's very loving towards her. I think that she also loves him because she thinks of him because he's present. But this is more about her or her own psyche or her own worries, maybe, that when sometimes you have worries that you have no idea why you're feeling so overwhelmed emotionally. Like you're supposed to be happy because it's like a happy day, but then you start thinking about sad things, or when you start like getting very negative all of a sudden, and you're like, oh, but you're supposed to be happy that this is happening. But no, on the contrary, you get sad because you remember something, or something is triggering her. um Honestly, I think that she probably is like, I see her just being very, like, she's like very responsible in the bond. So I don't know if she's like the one that makes this relationship move or keep advancing. And at the same time, she's like, but what if one day I decide that I don't want to take this responsibility? Like, I give you the responsibility to be the director in this connection because I'm tired of always being the one in control. What if one day I'm not strong enough? I don't have the energy, I don't have the confidence, the security to keep ruling this connection or keep pushing this connection to a certain success and stability. What will you do without me? I think that there's a power imbalance. There's something about him. Yeah, he definitely is a very he's a great partner. I think that emotionally he's very understanding. But maybe she's like, I am the tough guy here. I'm like the defensor of the connection, or I'm like the one that makes things happen. And I think that she's like, but I wish you could be this sometimes and not just me being the protector of the connection. I wish you could take my place. I wish we could switch places every once in a while. But I think that she doesn't tell him this. This is why we have the moon. I think that the moon is like confusion. It's like things that are hidden, things that, yeah, because we are reading the tarot, we are sort of seeing this a bit of a pattern because of the cards. But maybe for her, this is like hidden knowledge. This is something that she suspects, but she doesn't know how to communicate this to him. Maybe she wants him to be much more like this warrior, or she wants him to be much more like a fighter. She wants him to fight for her and the connection, and maybe he doesn't. So she's a bit annoyed because of this. She's like, I also need a protector. Um, but at the end, I think that she cannot say much because he's very sweet. Actually, he loves her very much, like in his own way. But maybe there's a part of her that she's like, I wish you could be a bit much more in control. So, maybe there's a part of her that she actually is very into masculine men. Like she has this thing that has she ever dated like a sort of bad boy or someone that had like a very, difficult um reputation or something like this? And I think that he's so not that. He's a more on the soft boy, kind of thing. Very nice, very just loving. And she probably is like, yeah, I wish I could date someone braver, or I wish I could be with, with someone that has like much more personality, someone that tells me what to do instead of me telling them what to do. Like, I think that she's tired of being always in control. I think that she's like, I wish I could, delegate a bit responsibilities. She probably had been, wearing this armor just all her life and just having to always be this strong, and sometimes when we think about relationships and romance, this is not that cute, thinking about like, you being the one in control. You sometimes become very, your personality gets very tough and gets very cold, and just like even your tone of voice, you are not that sweet, you are not that loving, you're more like bossy, like. And I think that she probably is like, she has conflicts about this. But yeah, the cards is like, give your relationship a chance. So yeah, keep working on this. It's not bad. It's not bad. But yeah, maybe communication is not the best between them. Hmm. Okay, I'm going to continue with the last one, and then I'm going to go, guys, because this interruption. Hello, Chachalino. I swear I have no idea until this moment what happened to the screen. But hello, Bacano. Hello, Alexis Conte. Alexis Concept. Okay. For actress Seo Yeaji, Romance 2025 for her. So Yeaji. Mm. Oh, I got 4 cards. 4 cards. Oh my God. Like, she's such an Aries woman that I'm laughing so much, because I'm like, yeah, yeah, you should go back and reconnect with passion. Like, this woman knows what she wants, and I think that she's going to liberate herself and go get that passion that she needs so much, because we start for her, for Seojaji, we start with the hermit. This is like the card of the year, the hermit. But I see that she's like, hermit no more. It's like, page of wands, knight of wands, 8 of swords, and we have the card of passion. Passion. It says, allow your heart and your soul to sing with joy. She wants passion. She's like, romance? Who? I don't want romance. I want passion. I want a great lover. I think that for her, it's all about, feeling the energy, feeling alive, also being with someone that is man enough to be with her. I think that this is why I'm like, she's also a very, probably she's very intimidating to date, because she has so much fire in her, like I can see it here. But also she's so real. She's like, yeah, I'm passionate, and I want someone that is passionate as well. I don't match with people that are opposites of me, or that are like, oh yeah, no, I'm more reserved. She's like, I don't do reserve. So if you're scared of me, you're not the type for me. So she's very straightforward about what she wants. Um, Yeah, with the hermit, it's like, yeah, I done my penitence. Like I already said, I'm sorry. I reflected on myself, and everything that I did. But yeah, then I see two men. I see two men here fighting for her, younger than her, I would say, younger than her. This one younger and the other one more like close her age. But both of them, they are like so her type, so her type. And I think that is going to be very, I think that she needs this because we have the Eight of Swords, so there's a bit of guilt inside of her, even though she probably is like, yeah, I'm attracted to these people, like I know I have my reputation, I know I can be difficult, um, but at the same time the Eight of Swords is like inviting her to, it's like, you need to be with authentic people. You need to surround yourself with people that knows what they want, and if they are honest and authentic like you are, you don't have to feel like you owe anyone anything. Like you don't have to um, let others make you feel insecure about the status of your relationship or where you're going or what their intentions are. I think that for a very long time she was sort of gaslight into believing that there was something wrong with her, that she was like the bad guy, like people telling her, you are a bad woman, you are a bad woman, you are a bad woman, or I feel attracted to you because you are bad or you are mean, and I think that for her it's like, I'm not mean. Actually, I'm not a bad person. It's just that I do have my passions, I do have my needs, and you haven't been able to satisfy me. You haven't been able to. All that you did was making me feel guilty for wanting more. So, the Eight of Swords is like inviting her to, like I said the other day, I think I said this when I read for her. There's something I was like, please stop dating cowards, like stop dating weak men, don't date weak men, don't date children, like not children in literal, like don't date like men that need to be babied, no, or saved. No, you need a warrior in your life. You need someone that is as courageous as you, and these people show a lot of bravery towards her. I see them, coming towards her, and just, maybe they are also very shy, or they also have they're like, okay, how do I do this? I don't know if she will be into me, but they will go nevertheless. They will go towards her. They will have the initiative to go and talk to her and to express how they feel. And I don't think that is like a proper connection. I see that it starts like, like a fling, or it starts, with passion. It starts like a strong attraction. Also, I see the men also very interested in her, more like sexually, more than other thing. But yeah, this is going to be liberating for her, because probably she has been, alone for a very long time. Also reflecting about her past, or maybe healing also. But these people, come with energy, come with fire. So I think that this is what she needs. Mm, yes, it's like I said the other day, don't date weak men. Because if you date weak men, they're going to drag you. They're going to drag you into thinking that you are the bad one, that you make them do certain things. And it's like, no, you make decisions yourself. We are all grown-ups here. Okay, guys, I'm going to go. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for the patience, because we have some technical issues. So yeah, I will see you then next Saturday. But yeah, Wednesday is my birthday, so if I have some time free around the usual hour, I will let you know, guys, if I'm going to do a live stream. But it's mostly going to be to celebrate my birthday, not so much about pulling cards. But yeah, let's see what we can come up with. So thank you so much, guys, for being here, and have a lovely weekend. Bye.